Calculations that involve dividends. Calculations that involve dividends. I'm sure from the definition, the dividend was defined from the first video. We defined dividends as the amount which is paid to the shareholders. So by the end of the day, shareholders normally receive dividends or normally receive their payments, which is in the form of dividends. Or their profit, it is known as dividends. So we have an example here which says Isake owns 55% of the shares in his company. Now look, this is a company of Isake, and the owner of the company is owning 55% of the amount of that company. So this means that 55%, it means that it's out of 100. So if you say 100 minus 55, we will definitely remain with 45. So 45%, it is not owned by Isaac. Him, he owns the 55%. So this means that 45%, it is owned by other people, not the owner of the company. So of the shares, which is 55% of the shares in his company, the company made a profit of 2,560,000. An amount of 1 million. This is the amount here. An amount of 1,400,000 kwacha was paid out as dividends to the shareholders who had bought 100,000 shares. Calculate the amount paid out as dividend on one share. An amount paid out as dividend in one share. So now, there's a formula we use to find the dividend per share. So the formula for dividend per share will say dividend per share is equal to total dividend amount over, we say number of shares issued. Numbers of shares issued. So this is the formula we use to find the dividend per share. We say total dividend amount, meaning the total amount for the dividend, we will divide that amount by the number of shares issued. Now, what is the total dividend amount? Total dividend amount, we have been told that it's 1,400,000. Then we're going to say divided by 100,000. Now, what will be the answer if we divide 1,400,000 divided by 100,000? We'll find that our answer will be 14. So 14 kwacha is the answer. So 14 kwacha is the amount per share. 14 kwacha is the amount per share, meaning one share is bought at 14 kwacha. One share is bought at 14 kwacha. Let's go to question number B. So we move on now to the next question, which is question number B. Question number B is, what amount was paid out? What amount was paid out in dividends to the shareholders? So the shareholders, remember the shareholders received this. The shareholders are sharing 45%. So to find the amount paid, amount paid to the shareholders, will say 45% of what? Of the amount which was an amount of 1,400,000 was paid out as dividends. So 45% of this amount then multiplied by 14 kwacha, because every share costs 14 kwacha. So we are going to say 45, the same 45 multiplied by 100,000, then multiplied by 14. 45% multiplied by 100, then 100,000 shares multiplied by 14. So what answer are we going to get? If we multiply for this one, the answer we are having 45,000 multiplied by 14. So 45,000 multiplied by 14. What answer are we having? We are going to find that our answer will now be 630,000. The answer will be 630,000 kwacha. 630,000 kwacha. This will be our answer. If you don't mind, just as we write money in kwacha, make sure that you put a point and you write the 2 zeros there to the presenting ways. Otherwise, this marks the end of our example. Next time we meet, we are going to look at calculations involving investment bonds. Calculations involving investment bonds. Thank you so much.